Let me start with something that will probably make you uncomfortable, but very familiar. You get your paycheck. You feel relieved. You pay the rent, the bills, the credit card, the groceries. You breathe. And without realizing it, 2 or 3 weeks later, you're waiting for the next paycheck again. If this happens to you, you're not irresponsible. You're not bad with money. And it's not that you don't know how to save. What's happening is that you're caught in a silent trap. A trap that seems normal, responsible, but keeps you exactly where you are. And the worst part is that no one explains it to you that way. My name is Croc, and I spend too much time thinking about how to improve my finances, how to make better use of what I earn, how to generate more income, and how to stop living month to month without realizing it. If you're someone who works, earns a salary, and still feels like you're never getting ahead, be sure to subscribe and leave a like, because on this channel we talk about money in a way that almost no one else dares to explain. Here's the thing. A fixed salary isn't bad. It's not the enemy, but it has something very powerful. It gives your brain peace of mind. Your brain loves predictability. It loves knowing when money is coming in. It loves knowing how much is coming in. It loves feeling that everything is under control. And that's the first problem, because the brain begins to confuse stability with progress. You don't think, I'm making progress. You think, I'm calm. And those are two completely different things. Your salary doesn't just pay your expenses. Your salary structures your entire life. It defines how much you can spend, how much stress you can tolerate, how much margin for error you have, how much risk you are willing to take. And it does so without you even noticing. Let me give you a simple example. A person earns $1,000. They organize their life to live on $1,000. Over time, they get a raise. Now they earn $1,300. What happens? They don't feel liberated. They don't feel more relaxed. They don't gain time. They adjust their life to $1,300. A better cell phone, one more expense, one more payment. And emotionally, they are exactly in the same place as before. This is not a lack of discipline. It's design. The trap of a fixed salary isn't that you earn little. It's that it gets you used to depending on a single source. And when you depend on a single source, all your stress is concentrated there. All your fear is there. All your decisions go through there. You don't think, how can I generate something else? You think, please don't let this income drop. And that thought, even if you don't say it out loud, defines how you live. It's like standing on one leg and saying, I'm stable. You are stable until something moves. Now, you may be thinking, well, but a salary provides security. Yes, it provides security today, but in exchange, it charges you dearly. Dependence. Because the longer you live solely on your salary, the harder it becomes to change, the more frightening it is to try something new, the more costly it feels to make a mistake. Not because it's impossible, but because your life is already designed so that nothing can go wrong. Think of it this way. A fixed salary is like a comfortable rope. It supports you. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't bother you. But it doesn't let you move around much. And as long as everything stays still, nothing happens. The problem arises when you want to move forward, change, or grow. That's when you realize that the rope also ties you down. The most common mistake isn't having a salary. It's thinking that the salary is enough. It's enough to survive. It's enough to pay the bills. It's enough to keep you busy. But it's rarely enough to build margin, options, or freedom. And no one tells you this because it sounds ungrateful. It sounds unappreciative. But understanding it in time can save you years. The problem isn't the salary. The problem is not having anything outside of the salary, not thinking beyond the next paycheck, not using the salary as a base, but as a ceiling. The salary should be the floor, not the limit, a point of support, not the only support. And no, this does not mean quitting, starting a business on a whim, taking crazy risks. It means something much simpler and more realistic. It means start thinking, what can I build besides my salary? Something small, something imperfect, something that doesn't depend on asking permission. Because the goal isn't to earn twice as much tomorrow. The goal is not to depend 100% on one thing. If this video resonated with you, if you felt like it was talking about you, it's no coincidence. Most people live in this trap without knowing it exists. If you want to learn to think about your finances differently, without smoke and mirrors or magical promises, subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about breaking free from being stuck in a rut. See you in the next video.